Yo, what's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode on the Red Wolf Sports Videos podcast. We're going to be coming back with you with another video and another podcast here discussing where we talk from an unbiased perspective regarding all things sports and entertainment. And we discuss the players, the teams, and just everything going on in the news, as well as come up with a lot of our own topics that's not necessarily in the mainstream. So it's a place where you can go ahead and kick back, relax, interact with different topics, and let us know what your thoughts are on the things and what you agree or disagree or have other viewpoints on. Today we're going to be discussing a few different things. And I'm going to go ahead and look back on a few of the players that I used to like back in the day, and before they were coming out as prospects, and just want to touch because we just had the draft. And as every single draft come up, we always talk about this player is going to be great and this player is going to be Pro Bowl. He's going to Hall of Fame. He's going to be an instant starter. He's going to be starting for this team for 10 plus years. But every single year we see, like we did this year, 4 of the top 5 guys got their 5th year option decline. So that just shows you that the hit rate is very small. First rounders, you're going to get about 50%, if that. So I just wanted to look back on some of the players that I thought coming out were going to be maybe not all-time great or anything like that, but just more so really good players and just didn't pan out. So I wanted to look at my own stuff going back here. One player that I wanted to go ahead and get back into to start this video off is very well known, and I think a lot of people were wrong on this guy. And this guy is Tavon Austin. Now, Tavon Austin, I thought he was going to be, a Tyreek Hill type of guy, come in, dominate, go for 1,000+ yards and be a returner. Thought he would be, a guy like an Antonio Brown. I thought Tavon Austin was going to be great, but hey, that goes to show you that just because you have speed doesn't mean it's gonna, automatically make you a great receiver. He hasn't really been able to settle in, and I thought when they got Sean McVay over to the Rams that he will be able to do something with him, but it's just showing that that's not necessarily the case. He just hasn't been able to be more than just a slot or a gadget guy or return specialist. I know he's had some injuries, but still, I just thought that he was going to be a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. Not probably necessarily a number 1, but a really, really good number 2 guy at least. And just hasn't really panned out. So that goes to show you why I'm not working in the front office. And, I mean, the Rams was wrong as well. But it just goes to show you that. Another guy, very similar to Tavon Austin, who I thought would be probably not as good as Tavon, but still thought, nevertheless, I thought he would be good as well. And that guy is DeAnthony Thomas out of Oregon. Now, when DeAnthony Thomas came out, he and Tavon Austin was very similar skill sets. Tavon was a lot faster than DeAnthony, but DeAnthony still was a speed guy a track guy that can, get the ball in his hands and he's gone. Return specialist as well. Was a slot guy, running back as well, and so he just had the versatility. And I just thought that he'll fit where the league was going, and the league ended up being in today's game. You see a lot of smaller receivers, smaller slot guys playing very well. So I just thought that he would be one of those guys. Another dude on the defensive side of the ball, just wanted to touch on really quick, was 2 safeties that I thought was going to be really good, and that's Carl Joseph out of West Virginia and Matt Elam out of Florida. Matt Elam ended up going to the Baltimore Ravens, and Carl Joseph went to the Oakland Raiders. I thought both of those guys were going to be very, very good safeties coming out, just because of just watching their games. They always made an impact when they hit somebody. So I was just looking at that. I was just like, man, these dudes are going to be good. And, they go to the right place. And, it could really be said that Matt Elam went to the right place. He went to Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens, that's very known for their defense. I know that they have a very good offense now, but still a good defensive-minded organization. And, he went to defense heaven, basically. You know, where they had Ed Reed and they had all these defensive players, and I just thought that he was gonna pan out, and that just wasn't the case. And then as far as Carl Joseph, I thought he was gonna be great as well going to Oakland. I thought it just basically just fit him, fit his physicality. Oakland fit his play style. I just thought that it was gonna be a match made in heaven, and that didn't work out. You know, they ended up drafting a safety last year, Jonathan Abram, who ended up getting hurt, but they ended up looking for his replacement. One more guy, a few more guys that I did want to look at. Going a little bit farther back, there's three running backs here. One running back was Beanie Wells out of Ohio State. I thought this guy was going to be the truth. I thought he was like, not as good as AP, but I thought he was going to be up there. I thought, just watching him run, he ran with so much power. Wasn't, extremely straight line speed, fast, but he just looked like a guy you did not want to get in front of him when he had a head of steam. But he struggled with fumbles and also had a lot of injuries as well. So that didn't help. And then Michael LaShore, when he was coming out of Illinois, I just liked the way that he ran. Just thought that he was going to be really, really good back. So that was another guy that I missed on. I mean, I think he still was pretty good. He still was good, but I just thought that he would be a Pro Bowl type back. I thought all these Benny Wells and Michael LaShore would be Pro Bowl type backs, and then I thought Javid Best, when he was coming out of Cal, I thought he would be one of those versatile type running backs that the game is there now. You see these running backs, the Christian McCaffreys, the Alvin Kamara's, these backs, the Alvin Cooks that can be not just considered a scat back, but because the offense nowadays and how they're running it, you passing it so much that you need your running back to be able to run routes, have some type of routes and some type of catching ability out of the backfield. And I thought Javid Best will be that guy, but he also had a lot of injuries as well. Had a nasty scare in college. I remember that back in the day. So I just wanted to quickly go ahead and touch on some of the guys that I thought that were going to be really good just because of the draft that just took place a few weeks back. So, not trying to be a downer on a lot of fan bases, but, the hit rate is very, very small. And I just wanted to just look back on some of the guys that I thought were going to be really good and it just didn't pan out. So, hey, it happens. Just wish well to all you all the fans that's listening today, and I just wish your organizations well, and I hope everything goes well for all the picks that they got. So only time will tell. We'll see. We'll find out. I would like to hear your thoughts. If there's any guys that you thought were going to be great coming out of college that didn't pan out, go ahead and list them in the comment section or anything like that. On another note, I appreciate you guys listening. I want you to go ahead and hit that like button, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe. Peace.